I just want to say at the beginning of this video that I appreciate your comments, but I'm not getting a lot of your comments. How do I know this? Because at the top of every video, it'll say the number of comments, and then you scroll down. For example, it might say 12 comments. You got 12 comments, you scroll down and you see maybe 6. So, and I've actually seen comments. One from a really good friend of mine, it just disappeared. He left a comment, a very good comment, one of those comments that you would pin or something, and boom, it's gone. They play numbers games all the time. It's kind of like the mainstream uh, media when they're talking about the virus. All these fake numbers, but they do this here, and it'll tell you have this many subscribers, but you might have more or less. And I get two different numbers. One on my on the channel itself, and then another on what they call the studio page, where you go to check comments. Sometimes you see more comments there. But anyway, if I don't, I like responding to comments, or at least liking them if I think they're a good comment, because you bother to do it. You take the time to leave a comment. And I just think it's rude to ignore comments. So if I missed your comments, I do apologize. But like I said, and I think you know this, YouTube is always playing these numbers games, and they unsubscribe people. I knew that about other channels, but I didn't think they would bother with this one. But yeah, they're doing it. So just letting you know. But that's not really why I'm making this video. The reason I'm making this video is it's really hard for us now, seeing the world in the state it's in, and seeing it on the constant edge of this happening and that happening. It's like teetering all the time, and then something major doesn't actually happen. I mean, there's major things happening, spot check, all over the place. For example, what happened in Colorado was absolutely horrendous with the fires, and I posted a drone of that on a drone shot of that on the video page, and it's on the community page. Sorry, and it's pretty devastating. But I mean, these things are happening. I mean, even here in my neck of the woods, it's very, very bizarre weather. We had tornado sirens going off on Saturday, and it was in the 70s, the high 70s, 77 degrees. And then 2 days later, we have a winter storm warning. Today we got 4 inches of snow. See, that's just not normal. And people can say, "Oh, it's like that all." It's not like that all the time. These are all signs. They're all warnings. You can heed them or not. But something major, by that I mean something that would wake up the whole nation. When they're talking about, for example, the 5G rollout. Will that amount to anything? I don't know. I have no idea. But that's not the issue. The issue is because it's all so uncertain. Life is not easy for us. It's very hard for us to get on with life, with normal, any kind of semblance of normal life, and accepting the randomness almost of events, and seeing, of course, all the things I've talked about before, happening around us, people changing, people getting this and acting out on it, and feeling helpless, feeling somewhat helpless and not knowing, where to turn even. And I was I took down a video because it was almost sounding too bitter, it's like angry, and I took it down because I thought that's not encouraging, that's not helpful. Because I try to figure out things, I try to always understand why something's happening, and try to explain it, pass it on to you, explain to you why I think it's happening. But I don't think we can right now. I think what is happening, what I know is happening, is we are being absolutely refined. We are being molded so that he can use us any way he wants. And that means we almost have to be like a rag doll. He's making us limp. He's making us so that we respond to anything he asks us. It's very hard. It's very hard to deal with because I have days, my days are like this, up and down, up and down. I mean, every day. Feeling well, not feeling well, feeling better, feeling like I want to eat, feeling like I want to get sick, feeling like I can't eat every day. And the nights are even worse. So, but the good moments, I'm grateful for the good moments I am. But I to believe it's happening, like I said, I think it's happening to a lot of you because he wants us refined. He wants us pliable. He wants us ready to stand at attention, to be alert, to do exactly what he wants, to carry out his will. Yes, his will at the drop of a hat in any circumstances. And it's the only explanation I can come up with. Why everything is like a seesaw or a roller coaster. We're going up and then we're going drop. Then we go back up, then drop. That's how life is now. It's very hard because we know the realities of all the things around us, and no one else seems to know. The vast majority don't know, and we have to cope with it. Well, they don't. They can go on playing because that's what they do. And staying focused, staying sane, because when you see a lot of insanity, it can mess with your psyche. When you see a lot of crazy behavior and people doing irrational things, and why are, like, for example, in Milwaukee, all those cars lined up, and people in fear, getting this, I mean, I couldn't count the cars. There was that many of them, but the consolation is this. This is the positive. No matter what, all these things happening or not happening or about to happen, because we just don't know. We do not know his ultimate plan. We don't know. And people want to know, and I get that. I understand why they're struggling and wanting looking dates, because there's a security in that, but it's false security. We're not gonna know. We're not gonna know until it happens. So that's the good news. Though, is the reason all these things are happening to us personally is to make us into his foot soldiers, to make us so that we are obedient in all things and quick to respond, which means he's going to use you. He's going to use you for his work. He's going to use you either for the harvest or something else. We don't know for sure. We don't know. That's it. It's a lot of uncertainty. So there's only one solution. And I came to the conclusion this afternoon. Give it over, Bruce. Total resignation. Total resignation, because you're not going to figure it out. He's not going to let you know until he needs you, until he says, go here, go there, and you go. Like the centurion, I just thought of the centurion. He said to our Lord, you tell this, or go here and go there, and they go there, and he goes here. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what will happen. So I know it's tough, but he's making us tough. When it gets, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Sorry, it's a very cliche, but it's true. The tough get going, and he's making us tough. Even if in my case, you don't feel physically tough, he's making us tough. So, just a lot of patience and absolute trust. And don't worry if you don't get things done. Don't be hard on yourself. We're being slowed down constantly by the evil spirits. Don't be hard on yourself. He knows the time. He's in charge of the time. I saw somewhere where the days will be cut to 12 hours, like a 24-hour day will be like 12 hours. So, come on, what are you going to do with a 12-hour day? So just trust, be patient, be calm, and ride the wave. Ride the wave. That's what it is. About anything about surfing, you just go with it.